Disclaimer, I was a little sick when recording, excuse my voice. What's up? Hey y'all, I just want to say welcome back to my channel, welcome to my world. Let's get into it. I just to get ready with me. I actually did install my wig on camera, but I don't want to show y'all because I'm not a wig girl. I'm not that far, so I didn't put in anything. It's a basic wig. Of course I didn't go out the house looking like bad or nothing, but it's nothing major. So I'm just pinning it up and we're about to get into the makeup. So I did a last minute, tried to do a last minute Winter Wonderland shoot. It was so last minute, the night before. I asked the person, can he take my pictures? And he was like, yeah, we can do it at 12. Y'all, why I didn't leave my house till 3? So this is just me putting on my primer. I did make a mistake and put on color corrector first without putting on any type of priming base, no nothing. I'm like a slow person. So that's just me rubbing it off, then going back in with the primer, and then I'm gonna reapply what I use to correct my skin tone. Now my breakouts just happened last week. I don't know why, where I did have a wig with a bang, so I can assume that was why the breakout was only on one side. As you can see, literally forehead, the left side, 3-4 bumps on the left side, the right side. But yeah, it was just horrible, y'all. I was just not feeling myself. I'm like, should I even post videos? Because as an esthetician, I guess, I don't know, just as a person who values her skin or her skincare, I don't know. I just feel like this is my brand. My face is my brand. I'm Esty, okay? So I just feel like ain't no way I'm be going around promoting myself and I'm looking like, you know what I'm saying? Even though in person it wasn't that bad, it's really the fact that I'm so light and how red they are because I was picking at it. Can't help it. But the one at the top is like a freaking zit, you guys. I don't know. It's like a zit. A real deal zit. It was so big. I felt it before I seen it. I was trying to get it to come to a head. It would not come to a head. It's painful as hell. I don't know what the hell happened, but y'all know what? It's been 3 days since I did this voiceover, and they're gone. So, and y'all, honestly, not saying that as an esthetician, my skin has to be 100% clear all the time. Skin is skin. We know things happen. I don't promote perfect skin. I promote healthy skin, okay? So now I'm just going in with my foundation brush and I'm just literally patting in the color corrector. And then now I'm going to go in with a concealer from LA Pro Girl. Nothing major about this concealer. I just use it, when I just need to use it really quick. Like I said, I barely be having marks to correct and everything. This is I don't know, very random. The breakout was very random. It really did upset me, as you can see. I'm not trying to say oh my gosh, people can't have breakouts, but y'all, come on now. My skin was fine. Them things came in like a war. But I still use my foundation brush because this is a part of my base. I'm doing this so that it doesn't show through my base. So that's why I'm using my foundation brush, and having a little bit of that orange color on my brush will help keep my base neutral. So I'm just patting through. And y'all, like I said, I like to promote myself. Okay, so I will do everything on myself because I'm an SD. And so when people ask me, where you get this from or how people did this, first thing I say is, girl, I can do that for you. Let me show you. Girl, I can show y'all at work. I'm a candidate. I will promote myself as a model. You scared to try it on? Let me show you how I look on me. What? Because it can't be scary. You just gotta try stuff. How will you know if it works? Honestly, that's how I got even into the career field, y'all. Y'all know I was on my way to Georgia State. This is Sand and Laura Mercier's tinted foundation, by the way. I just put that all over, and then I'm just gonna go in, of course, with my foundation brush. But I was on track to go to Georgia State. I graduated high school in 2020, so that was pandemic time, you guys. The only reason I didn't go to Georgia State is because I was gonna be first time generation college. The whole college thing was throwing me for a loop during that time because nobody didn't want to answer my questions on time and help me out on time, and I just felt for me to be paying a lot of this stuff out of pocket, the tuition, no, I didn't pay out of pocket. But room and housing board, books, like anything extra, I was paying out of pocket, and I was putting way too much money into this, and it was scaring me because it was to a point where they was trying to say like I couldn't register for my classes due to not completing certain stuff that I needed help with, and people was not answering the phone. People was not trying to help. So I was like, you know what? I took 2 lash classes when I was in high school before I even graduated at ages 16 and 17. Took 2, and I was like, I'm already in the field. I was doing lashes that whole summer I graduated. I had like just got in it. So I'm like, let me do it. Like, let me just go to school. I was already into like beauty and skincare and stuff. So I just went ahead and went for it. And that was like one of the best decisions I ever made. I feel like if you want to go to school, you can still go to school after you get your skill, after you get your trade. Why not? I was thinking about going to school, but I didn't want to no more. But it was definitely a big option for a long time. I was actually going to go back to massage therapy school to be double licensed in the field, but I changed my mind on that. It's a lot of options you can do, and I went straight out of high school, and I'm not successful because you do have to build a name for yourself, build a brand, but I'm profitable. And people know me for doing good work. So, and you know what's crazy? When I got out of aesthetic school, this is a flash illuminizer from Dior. It's actually discontinued. I got it. I work at Nordstrom, so I get some beauty stuff when they throw out the old stuff. And this is just something I grabbed. I picked up. I didn't even know that it was discontinued. I started using it. I loved it, right? I went to buy it, and y'all, she told me it was discontinued, and that's why I was so many back there. And I literally had only took one when it was back there because I didn't know if I was gonna like it, and I didn't want to be like a greedy person who just taking stuff just to take it. But I love this thing, and I've been looking up some other brands that have something similar. The only thing that I've seen was YSL. So look out, YSL. As soon as I run out of this, I'm coming to you. I'm just putting this everywhere that I will conceal, and I usually do not wear concealers, but because I'm actually going somewhere, I'm gonna put on concealer because I want a brighter effect. But usually, I don't be putting on concealer. So, and I literally just trace my brows with a concealer, nothing extra. Just trace the shape of your brows. And I usually don't even fill in my brows unless I'm wearing heavy makeup, but I barely wear heavy makeup these days, so yeah. Back to what I was telling you guys about my life story. Yeah, I went to aesthetic school. It took like a year and some change to complete, which is 1,000 hours. Fell in love with every service, fell out of love with lashes. Got into doing every service. I done had a couple suites out here. I done worked for a couple brands, a couple big companies, and a couple small companies. And what I can say is, just take your time, you guys. If you feel like you can have great clientele right off the gate, if you have people waiting on you to open up your books, you know, if you have all these clients come into school for you while you're still in school and you're training, that's great, that's awesome. I would definitely take them up on those offers, but I wouldn't go and try to, you know, get you a whole sweet salon yet if you are not somebody who, number one, is really big or popular on social media, because that plays a big part of it. I was not really a social media girl. I live in the moment. I didn't really care to capture everything or remember to do everything. So that was one of my issues. And then confidence was a big part of it. Like, I don't know. It played a big part of it. But overall, like I said, I've had my own suites. I've worked in other people's suites. I've worked for other companies doing what they do. The only thing I didn't like about working for other people's companies, bro, is they have a non-competing factor, which I understand. But you gotta know, in this business, I could be solo. I can go to your salon today and be at the next salon tomorrow. The no competing clause is just crazy to me, but whatever. And I don't know, it just is what it is, y'all. Like, the no competing clause really be pissing me off. That's why I be quitting a lot of jobs, because I'll get in the job and realize, bro, I'm building a clientele here on my own. I could do this for myself at home. Like, what the heck? Like, it's just too much. And your clients follow you, but at the same time, now I'm in a new era in life where I want to pocket my sweet money. So I just got rid of my sweet in November. It's December. I want to pocket my sweet money because I want to be a travel esthetician. I've been looking at people and stuff, and I don't want to be solo tied to one area. I want to be, I don't know how to explain the word. Just know I want to travel, baby. I want to be able to, when you think of aesthetics, say my name, book her flight, fly her out to me. That's what I want. That's what I want to do at the end of the day. Like, I don't know. And for a long time, like, my parents, they couldn't understand, like, why I was choosing this route. They wanted me to go to college so bad. And a part of them wanting me to go to college so bad is because they hadn't went. So, you guys, this is bronzer from Laura Mercier. I am going to list all the products in the description just because, or under the video, like in the caption or something. I don't know. But just because I was just rushing and moving fast that I didn't, like, show you guys the product or anything like that. So, that's why I'm just going to list them all, like I always do anyways. But yeah, both of my parents, they didn't go to college, so that was one thing that they both was like, come on now, like, you gotta do this. But I'm not living for y'all, I'm living for me. My dad, at first, he didn't think this was like a real career, like doing lashes. Like, girl, you need to do something else. He felt like it was like doing hair. So I'm just like, whatever, dude, like, you got it. I still went to school. They made me feel bad about it, but they ain't disown me. So I still went to aesthetic school. Like I said, I graduated. I fell in love with so many different things. How I even wanted to do lashes is crazy. Like, I was in high school, right? I didn't know how to put on strips, and it was like just so hard for me to put on strips, you guys. It was so freaking hard. I hated it. I could not do it. I would have glue everywhere. So what I did was I went on YouTube to try to look it up. Still couldn't figure it out, but I seen a girl on there. I remember her name. She was a light-skinned girl. And it was another girl I watched too. Her name was Jada Jonette. I don't know. But they both cutting up strip lashes and putting them on underneath their eyes, like clusters. At the time, they weren't called clusters. I don't know what the hell they was called at the time. They was just cut up strip lashes. So I would put those on. Okay, that's my Charlotte Tilbury, my ride or die. She's almost empty, you guys. That's why she's riding with me till the wheels fall off. Like, but she, I just was like, let me do it. So I started doing my lashes like that. It would last me like 3 days. I'm usually in lash school here. My friend started wanting them done. Because my other friend, she didn't know how to really put on strips either. So I started putting them on her. So then the girls at school started asking me in the bathroom. Mind y'all, I went to a whole new school this year. So these girls don't know me like that. They know my friend, but they don't know me like that. So I'm just doing everybody's lashes in the bathroom. Oh, fucking well. And it got to a point where I got tired of doing that shit. I didn't want to do it no more. So I started teaching them how to do their own damn lashes because they was making me, I'm a schoolgirl now. Like, one thing about it, I ain't play by my education. And they was making me, like, lose focus type shit. And so one day I'm on Instagram, and you know how Instagram be like taking pictures of your ads. Not taking pictures, but like they be in your business. Instagram be in your business. So an ad for lash extensions popped up, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, permanent? Like, people getting hair extensions, like lash extensions? I promise, I did not know nothing about lash extensions until I was in 10th grade, y'all. I promise. It was so new. It was so not popular. So I'm like, what the hell? So I started seeing more and more people do lashes. I was like, what? So I ended up doing my own little research, and I took a class with this girl. And I'm not even gonna say her name or try to bash her, but that class was horrible. I feel like she scared me. She was rude. Quick little backstory. It was a group class on Easter, and it was like 45 minutes away. She rescheduled the class the same day, like while I was on the way, and told me if I didn't show up. First of all, she told everybody that if they didn't show up, they was if they didn't show up, what was gonna happen? Oh, they was gonna get their card charged. And I didn't think that was like fair. Like, I didn't really like appreciate that. So, you know, me and her started going back and forth. So anyways, we ended up doing, because mind you, I had to work that day, and I wasn't driving at the time. I was like 16 or 15 or something. So, and I'm like, don't stay near. And I had to work that day. The class is early in the morning. She rescheduled it later on in the day. I just was telling her, like, yo. So when you do your eyebrows, remember, y'all, do not fill in, just outline. Especially if you already have thick hairs, you do not need to fill in. That's where all y'all make a mistake. You just outline the color. Okay? We're going for a soft, natural glam, but we still want to make it visible. So that's why we even go in with the pencil. Some people don't have to go in with the pencil. If you want to make your brows even or the shape the same or something, I can see if you go in with a pencil there as well. But other than that, do not leave them thick, blocky brows alone. But yeah, I went to the lash class, and when I got there, y'all, this bitch didn't even give me my my certificate. Like, she tried to send it on the phone and told me to print it on my own. Did not even give me my mannequin head. And at the time, I didn't know I was supposed to take all that. Like, I'm just going off of your lead. I paid for all this. I felt so, like, discouraged. I had, like, was just not feeling like I had got my money's worth, and not feeling like I had got not the support that I needed necessarily, but I didn't feel as if I had gotten the tools necessary for this, like, for me to be successful. So I had to end up, like, I told my dad and shit, and he ended up knowing a lady, and she taught me. She got her training in the UK. Very professional. Y'all, I don't know what I'm looking for. Like, I really don't know. I don't even know. But very professional lady. Her class was 8 hours long. She provided me snacks and lunch and dinner and X, Y, and Z. The only thing was, it wasn't the only thing. It was just that her products were just too expensive. Even though I got a discount from being a student of hers, her products was just too expensive for me to maintain. So I ended up buying stuff off Amazon. And I think she got mad and she stopped responding to me. But her class was very informative. I started doing lashes off of her class. This is Charlotte Tilbury right here. And then I'm just going in with my blush right here. This is the Dior Show Blush. Now, I don't know what happened, why you can see my mark again, but I don't even care. Like, I don't even care. I'll just blur it out on the pictures. But the face is coming together. The wig is not wigging, but the face, baby, is coming together. And that's one thing we can appreciate. So, yeah. Now, my journey now as an esthetician has been ups and downs. Like I said, I've worked for companies. I've worked for myself a couple of times. Now I'm doing a little bit of both. Right now I work for Nordstrom in the beauty department. I never thought of working for a mall or like a store brand type thing, just because I always thought like mall was commission based, whatever. But I needed a little extra side money when I first got my suite, because I had literally saved up everything for my suite, and I wanted to leave the rest of the savings for like suite rent, because like I said, I was making profit, but not enough profit to where I'm paying my rent and paying for my products and making a livelihood off of this and paying my bills off of this. So I wanted a second job in the beauty field. This is highlighter that I regret. This is the random one from TJ Maxx, so I probably won't link it. I don't know where it's from, but yeah. So what happened was, I had applied for a job in the beauty field, just looking for random jobs that won't have me working too hard, but have me, you know, doing something I like still in my field, right? So I found a beauty job, so I thought I applied to it. Well, I get an interview, and I'm giving this whole beauty interview, and she's like, you know you're in fragrance, right? So I'm like, bro, but whatever, I'll take it, because it's in beauty still. I can play in it, the makeup still, you know, like, I know once I'm in the door, that's fine. Didn't even know they had a licensed esthetician job there. This is a silver. No, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. This is where it get tricky. I may need to shut up. Let me try to tell my story. So, like I said, I went to the beauty field to do like beauty makeup and stuff, just to do that, like just to get into that and get a little bit more knowledgeable with products. And she was like, you're in fragrance. So I'm like, cool, okay, bet, that's fine. Like, y'all, fragrance is still kind of in the beauty department, so I'm not tripping. So then she was like, yeah, so is that fine? I get in there, I see a wax pot right next to the fragrance. I'm like, what the hell? So I found out that this is my Laura Mercier translucent powder, but I'm just going in to just make it brighter and make sure everything stays, because I do have watery eyes, and sometimes I'll look up halfway through my makeup and do see creases and stuff. So I'm like, let me just go ahead and put that in there. But yeah, so I lost my train of thought. My first 2 weeks there, the lady who was waxing, she was not there. I never seen her, whatever. People and nobody was coming, so I'm like, whatever, it was just a wax spot. She came back because she was on vacation. 2 weeks later, she just stopped showing up, and all her clients was there. So I will always tell, this is where it gets winter wonderland. I'm just putting this like iridescent blue glitter shadow, and it's a palette from Amazon, but I'm just putting that on my waterline as like under eyeliner. I wanted to do white under eyeliner, but I couldn't find it at the time. Like I told you, I was rushing. But yeah, so then 2 weeks later, she came back, then she left again, but this time she wasn't on vacation. We don't know what had happened to her or whatever. And people were coming, they were showing up for her, and she wasn't there. And mind y'all, I have been promoting myself at every team meeting that we had since I've been working there as a licensed esthetician. Like, that's what I was telling people I am. Like, don't count me out type thing. And so, found out that she had retired or was trying to retire, or go, or whatever the case may be. And so, y'all know, I had to get in the door as soon as I found that out. So I think I worked in fragrance for like 2 months before I transferred. I had the credentials. You had to be licensed to get the brow artist job. I was already licensed and I was ready. And so I got the brow artist job, and that's what I've been doing, y'all. So I went in with a little bit darker blue on my lids just to give it that ombre effect and that iridescent glow effect. I didn't show the colors on the palette because I was like, I'm not going to show y'all the palette because it's a palette from Amazon and it's not really all that good. I'm not gonna lie. When I wanted to get into artistry, because at first I thought I was going to be like a skincare esty, but once I decided that I was going to get into artistry, I just bought like some color palettes and stuff like that. But I really don't be using them like that. It's from Amazon. It's really cheap. I have bought a whole bunch of color eyeliners too, and they literally crack. This one you have to pack so much on to see the pigment on the eyeshadow, and so I just rather not show y'all, but you get the gist of the blues. I mean, I'll link it, and y'all can just kind of figure out what 2 colors I use on its own. It's called Spotlight. That's what the palette is called. Now y'all, my look, it started to come together. So I'm just making sure that everything is everything. And when I say that means I just go back in with my foundation brush and I just start blending everything back together. Now, makeup is something that I've not like 100% always been into. I've always been into skincare and beauty, but like not necessarily a full beat face or a full, y'all see my face is so hairy, OMG, but not necessarily like a full glam. I used to be one of those girls, even in esthetician school, that would just be like, I only want to wear makeup. I don't know, not makeup. I only want to wear lashes and lip gloss and have clear skin. But y'all can see, I got turned out. The older you get, the more you realize it's nothing wrong with that. Girls just like to be girls. So yeah, esthetician school like really made a lot clear to me, or come together for me. Overall, so far, I love being an esthetician. Like, I've had my ups and downs. I've had my moments where I'm like, bro, there's no way I'm going through this, or, you know. But it's never made me want to quit. Like I said, I worked for several different spas and salons. All of them are learning experiences. Overall, I love being an esthetician. I love the fact that I can grow in the field, through corporate, through beauty, through artistry, through teaching. Like, it's nothing that, it's not a limited field. It's a trade. I could always go back to school. The only things that I really dislike about aesthetics is like, it's like just like any other skill or trades, up and down. Is who needs the services. It takes years for you to build a solid clientele, loyal clientele, healthy. Now, I don't know why I was going in with this pink lip liner. This is something from Alibaba. I was going to start my own lip line company a long time ago, y'all. And I'm like, let me get some samples in. And I don't know, I thought I was going to go like a nude color, but it was like real pink. But I'm like, let me just continue, because I don't even know why I continue, because I knew it wasn't giving what I thought it was going to give. Yeah, I'm going to take it off. And I'm going in with my MAC, but I'm going to end up taking it off because it just ain't match at all. I ain't really like it. But yeah, the only thing, that's really the only thing that I dislike, you know. It's always people doing something that you're doing. Not saying, like, it's enough money out here for all of us, but like I said, it's hard to maintain a steady clientele. I feel like, for me at least, like, I have my good ones, A lot of the things that we do, people feel like they can do it at home. Like, people feel like they can give themselves their own facial. That's another thing. And I don't like, that's probably about it. Like I said, I've been through trial and tribulation with it. I'm just going in with my bronzer powder, and I'm using it as lip liner because I couldn't find my lip liner pencil. But I do this on a regular anyway, so it really didn't matter. Like, that's my everyday lip line, basically. So it really didn't hold too much weight that I didn't have my lip liner, because I prefer the powder. It lasts a little bit longer, at least to me, on the lips than anything else. But I'm just going in, fixing it. And as far as my legs, I just love how creative you can get. Like I said, I love the fact that you can grow, whether it's corporate, whether it's artistry, whether it's independent and entrepreneur, like, and your services will always be needed, you guys. It's beauty. It will always be needed. And you can do nonprofit with this. You can go and volunteer with this. Like I said, this is just something that I honestly feel like I could do for a long time, because I could switch it up. Even if I didn't want to do services no more, I could teach. I can go get an educator's license in my field and go work at a school, teach my own classes. I could do creative things. I could travel. I could own a salon. I could manage a salon. It's just so many different things that I can do. This is my MAC. It's like cream something. I can't think of the name. I'm gonna but yeah, you guys, this is just like a natural. You can use this for everyday lip combo if you want. I'm going in with my NARS in this shade. I want to say it's truffle something, but I'm really not sure. But that's a NARS. And now I don't know what the heck I was laughing at this point. I think I'm just like overwhelmed and overstimulated and just ready to get it over with, you guys. So, but yeah, like I was saying, aesthetics field, I'm glad I went instead of going to Georgia State. Like I said, school will always be there. I have my trade to fall back on. Only reason I really have not went back to school yet is because, guys, I'm scared to, like, I've already established life in the real world out here, so school is gonna have to make me take a break on working and, you know, doing all the stuff that I was doing, because I'm gonna have to put my focus into the school, and I ain't ready to commit to that yet. Let's get into the hair. Like I told you, I'm not a wig girl, so don't eat me up too bad, y'all, but y'all could give me some tips, but just don't eat me up, okay? I'll probably never wear this wig again because the lace was extremely too dark. Even if you can't see it on camera, I can tell. I hated it. So I'm just going back in. This peep, my little sister, she was there throughout the whole video. So you guys, if you was wondering why I was looking to the side, I was probably fussing with her because she knew I was making a video. We got in a whole argument and everything, guys, but it's fine. So now I'm just trying to make sure that everything don't look like all, I don't know, like, when it comes to wigs, I just don't know. Any other wig, like, let it be some color, I can eat it up every time. But anytime I try to do a natural bust down or natural style wigs, it never goes right. Like, I'm just always disappointed. I just hate it, literally. Like, why are you not going? I'm over it and I'm ready to go. Like, I'm late as hell, so I was so ready to go. And it's actually looking so natural right here when I tell y'all in real life. Like, I was not feeling it. I don't know. Then you got the hair on my face that's just acting up, looking crazy, giving me this, like, shadow. I'm really finna dermaplane my skin because I never realized, like, I realized how hairy it was, but it didn't really bother me. And so now, like, I'm looking back at it on camera. And I'm just going in with the hot comb on the other side and doing the same thing. I'm more of a natural girly. I was always a natural girly, but I want to try to keep my hair done consistently, y'all. Like, when you feel good, you look good. So that's what I'm just trying to do. And I've been feeling good at keeping my hair done and just, you know, feeling more confident, feeling, you know, like more like myself. Not saying that I wasn't that before, because trust me, I was that, okay? But I'm that. I'm just getting older. So the holidays is coming up, and I'm just, you know, I don't know what this girl is doing behind me. Like, she's throwing me off. Like, she really is. I'm gonna just have to zoom her out a little bit, because I don't know, she's throwing me off. But yeah, now just keep going in with my hot comb. Then I'm probably gonna go with my brush and make sure that doing it how I need to do it. Like, I don't know, my edges didn't want to edge. Y'all know my forehead is so small. I have a 2 head, which means that my edge is always gonna touch my eyebrows. People don't seem to understand that, but I do. And it don't bother me because I don't be wanting them super big edges. I just like natural 2 swoops. I don't really like that middle swoop because, like I said, my forehead is not that big, so everything will be looking too close together. Like, I'm just really picky when it comes to my services and my styles, even with my body type. Like, I'm tall and skinny, so I'm like very slim. So certain style clothes I don't like on me, or I get in certain sizes because, yes, it may not look like that maybe my size, but I'm comfortable. Like, this may be TMI, but like Victoria's Secret underwear, I always got a medium, never got a small. I don't care how small you think I look. That underwear is not finna be all up in my butt. Like, no. So that might have been TMI, but that was just like a prime example of like preferences for you. With me, I like wigs with either no edges or the 2 side swoop edges and make them small. And I'm not gonna say it no more. If you don't make them small, I'm gonna just brush them up because they don't go for me. Like, I don't have all that forehead space and room to play with. And that's for a long time, even when I didn't do wigs, because I didn't have, I always feel like you have to pull the wig up on your forehead a little bit, or like a little bit above your hairline. And doing that would make my forehead have no forehead. And so when I first got my first closure installed, I felt like the girl had me looking crazy. Like, I really don't even know how to explain it. Like, I just have to insert a picture. But that's when I knew, like, you gotta know what you're doing if you're gonna do me. Because I got too much stuff to look out for. I ain't got no forehead. I'm real light. So you gonna have to bleach my knots. I'm gonna have to get a good lace. Or it's no blending that. I don't like the makeup on my wigs stuff. No. Not if it's gonna be looking like, if you have to do too much to the point where it's gonna be cakey on me because you're trying to match my skin color. No. Forget the makeup on the wigs. I'm gonna just get an HD lace, or I'm gonna just get somebody who know how to finesse that lace really good, because it's gonna bother me. Like I said, I'm a skin girl, I'm a beauty girl, but I'm not a hair girl. I literally hate doing my hair, hate doing hair. Every once in a while I feel lucky and be like, maybe I can try this on my own, but other than that, I hate doing my hair. Just me before I leave the house. And I just wanted to show y'all my makeup. Look how good my eyes look, you guys. Like, that looks so bomb. Like, oh my god, the iridescent metallic looking glow I love. And then this is just me in the car. I'm not doing too much, just showing y'all again how I look.